Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randal Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts. Are we there?
We're there. Sorry.
Hello, and welcome to Married AF, folks. We are a couple of minutes behind tonight. It's been busy, sons. We've had a night. What a night.
It's been fine.
We got our new puppy today. Gunnar did name her Evie after the Pokemon.
Yep. EEVEE.
Yep, and she is officially here. John has been better than expected,
okay.
But he could have a little bit better manners. But for a dog that has never had a puppy before, that's of a humongous man-child himself,
and he's never had any other dog friends besides the dogs that used to live in this house because of his
lack of social
extra
skills.
Yes, extra special, no manners. Which, yeah, but Evie took it in stride.
Yeah, she's been great. And speaking of Evie, we're going to talk about a couple of sponsors, sons, because that's exactly how you segue into that.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about Bidet. I'd say it every time, sons, but you don't believe me. It makes a huge difference in your life. With all this corona, you don't want that corona shit around your booty hole, sons. Bidet washes it right away, sons. Y'all are just smearing the corona flakes.
I don't think that's how coronavirus works. I think the worry is not having toilet paper.
That is open for debate. There has been a study that says corona likes to collect around the bungholes of others. I'm just saying, talk to Dr. Fauci, not me, because I'm good. I've got a bidet sitting in our bathroom. Mm-hmm. Go to biobidet.com, promo code MarriedAF, save 10%. Do it now. Do it often. Get somebody one for Christmas, sons. What says I love you more than your own ass and ball washer? I can't think of anything. Muscle vodka, sons. What does it look like we're drinking right here?
Not muscle vodka.
Oh, that's Fireball. But muscle vodka is good. It is very good stuff. You can order it and use the promo code. Save 10% on old Uncle Randy and Brooke here.
Musclevodka.net, Married AF for 10% off. And for the bidet, it's BioBidet.
Yes.
BioBidet.com and Married AF. At checkout
as the promo code. Yes. Yeah. If you want that, hey, maybe you're rich. You don't need 10% off. Then
save
you know
the tax.
What? Hey, whatever. If you're like Uncle Randy and Brooke here, you live on a budget, you want to make shit good, save the 10%. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Last one, AlignMed. For old fucks like Uncle Randy, they're still dominant in athletics, and they need to be moving. Sometimes you need a little support, sons. Excuse me.
Why do you do that right?
God. It smelled like pizza.
Gross.
AlignMed.com. Promo code Uncle Randy 10. Save 10%. I know none of you are going to go there because these shirts are $100 a piece. And nobody in their right mind is going to buy a shirt for $100 because you're dumb. They're worth it. They're that good.
He loves his.
They are snug. It is like a thunder shirt with back straps.
It's like
and
a thunder
shoulder
shirt.
Straps.
Do thunderstorms make you uneasy? There's another dual purpose.
Yeah. Are you an anxious person? Mm-hmm. Need a huggy?
Do you
want to cozy?
Well, like, get one, like weighted blankets. Like I've gotten that our comforter is kind of like a weighted blanket to where like I kind of get anxious if we don't have it. But like when you're not at home and you don't have your weighted blanket, get an AlignMed shirt and it'll squeeze the shit out of you and help your posture. Are you drinking natural light over there?
That's probably our largest disagreement in life is that I don't like heavy blankets. Brooke does. I want a wafer thin, puffy, nothing comforter.
You just want a sheet, basically.
No, I need it to be thicker than a sheet, but the weight of a sheet, yes. Like our blue one is fantastic. I sleep like a little baby.
And I'm freezing and like feel like I'm so vulnerable.
The one on our bed, literally. If it gets tangled in your feet, good luck. You're stuck.
It's like a Chinese
quicksand.
It's like a Chinese finger trap for your legs.
It is terrible. Shout out to Heather about the fireball and rum. Is that chata?
Rum chata.
Rum chata? Well, here, I'm going to do an old shot here to Heather. Looks like Chip's in here, too. He said he could use a shot of fireball. Well, then take you one, son. Hell, nobody's stopping you.
Do you ever stop talking?
Cheers, sons. No, I don't.
God. I'll just go.
No,
you don't need me here.
Let's take the shot.
Okay.
Cheers to you.
To Evie.
I'll fill y'all in on a little secret. Something that went wrong right there, okay, for Uncle Randy.
Ooh.
Swallowed half my dip on that shot, sons.
That's what you get for dipping and doing.
I didn't have it tugged snug deep in the lip there. Took half of it with the shot. Gonna be some heartburn, son. Gonna feel that soon. That's just what happens when you're a champion, sons. All right, so everybody knows right now, the Electoral College did their thing today, and Joe Biden is going to be the next president, sons. Listen, you got to get over it, goddamn. People are holding out, wanting these heroes, these Hail Marys. Hell, it's a done deal now, son.
Oh
so
God,
what are we going to do?
It's been a done deal. It's over.
So what's going to happen? What are you super staunch Republicans going to do, sons? Is there a war? Do we need to get ready? What's happening?
No.
I can't.
Nothing. Everybody's just going to complain. The only thing I'm worried about is like some kind of crazy lockdown, like national, everybody wears a mask outside of their homes or they get caned in public kind of thing. Like that's the only shit. Or like all schools have to close kind of shit.
Here's what's going to happen.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, babe. I'm with you. We're on the same team.
I do not have the bandwidth. I am slammed at work. I cannot also be responsible for making sure Gunner does school.
I know, babe.
We'll
He's
kill each
have
other.
To get a job. He'll have to work too during the day.
He is doing so well.
We are both loaded with more work right now than normal.
Yeah, but he's doing so well in school this year, and I don't need to derail that.
Oh, I know.
By having him at home. It's not like I would be his teacher. They would still have teachers, but it's I'm still responsible for making sure he logs on all his shit. And
yeah, listen here, babe. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Let Uncle Randy be here for you. But I'm not Uncle Randy.
Don't fucking do that.
I'm not Uncle Randy to you. No. So just forget what I just said.
Okay.
And just let me be here. All right?
Uh-huh.
Here's what's going to happen. Biden's coming in, sons. Hell, it was never supposed to happen. He's the president and he's 1,000 years old. Mm-hmm. He's going to come in. Vaccines started delivering today. They started giving them out everywhere and doing the ceremonial shots. So they're starting now. He's going to come in, boom. Hey, 90-day lockdown. And then the second he opens the unlocked door in 3 months, the shit's gone. He's a hero. First 3 months of his presidency. Just watch. Just watch, sons.
Why would it be gone?
Just watch. Because by then, the vaccinations will be getting to the common folk.
Oh. And people will stop complaining
So
about
he'll open the doors because at that point, why wouldn't you? We've already started vaccinating down to the common folk. Watch what Uncle Randy says here, sons.
No, that's of course. I mean, everybody knows that he's going to, whenever the vaccine does get going and everybody starts being able to maybe live life normal again, he's totally going to take credit for it, which any president would.
Any president would. That has nothing to do with his partisanness.
It's just
it's just shitty politics of today. It's absolutely. How can
you
capitalize?
That right there is one of the main reasons I fucking hate politics. Nobody really makes that big of a fucking difference in their presidential term. There's been a couple. Can you not chew that loudly into the microphone?
No, I cannot.
Good God.
Keep on. What were you saying?
That was my point. Is that no one president has done like the fucking most miraculous. It's like usually they're picking up some shit that the previous one left them and did some other, like there are big events that have happened in You know, like Obama killed bin Laden and
Sure
Saddam
did.
Hussein, but it wasn't all just the work that he did.
I know. He also smoked cools in the White House, son, like a pimp does.
He was
Champion.
a pimp. But
now, let me just tell you, all right? I got to remind people, babe, because not everybody has the memory of you and I, because we're champions. When Donald Trump became president, Uncle Randy wasn't born yet, but I was already Nostradamus, sons. I said when Donald Trump got elected, you can check the tape. He'll be a one-term president because he'll piss everybody off.
That's exactly
He'll come
what
in
you
there,
said. Yeah.
And it's exactly what I said, son.
I totally agreed with you.
I didn't want to rub it in anyone's face right now because people are all emotional. They're unstable. But that's what I said because I knew it, son. He was going to piss everybody off.
Did you say it or did I say it first?
I said it. I said it to Pete Costello in Fitness 19.
I mean,
because I also said I don't think Trump expected to win. He thought he was just going to,
rock the
go
boat
in the primaries, get a little, and then be able to say they fucked me, and then go back to TV. But when he saw he was actually going to win and get the nomination, and then he could beat Hillary, then he was like, "Shit, well, fuck, I got to do it now." But I knew he wouldn't. He wouldn't get a second term. Now, as we got in and they said Joe Biden was the candidate, I was like, "Well, hell, he might get a second term now because
not
Joe
with
Biden's
COVID.
Unelectable." But nope.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I agree with you, and I agreed with you then that Trump would be a one-term president because he would piss everybody off. He's very
Listen to Patrick Motherway. What did you say?
President did plenty as Butler class president.
You're damn right.
Film that shitty ass video.
That beautiful senior video. How dare you?
Your filming skills have not changed one goddamn bit.
If I could have turned that camera the wrong way, sideways, I would have.
This is Randall holding a camera. Hey, like shaking it. Like it makes everybody sick.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
It's like he's in a helicopter that's going down.
I get that from my mother. We are equally bad. However, Patrick Motherway is correct. As president of our senior class, son, we made a huge difference. Not really. Didn't really do much. But still. Now, as governor, I've already told everybody. Listen, again, I'm not trying to rub all your faces into the poo-poo that's on the ground of this country as we are slowly becoming the skid mark on the underpants of the world. Brian Kemp's baby back bitch, sons. I told you all. You loved him because you think he's a Republican. Hell, I don't care about Republican or Democrat, son. He's a turd burglar. I knew it from the jump. You don't trust him.
I haven't liked a lot of Georgia governors.
Trust that fucking guy at all. And he sold the fucking state to the devil. Dude, we're going to lose both Senate seats. I'm going to tell you now, sons. You can start preparing. Your little butt hurts. Oh, you're all sad and emotional because you're going to lose them both. They're both going away. Horrible John Ossoff, the dude that's interrupting all your kids' YouTube videos, he's going to be representing Georgia. That dude, there is no one on earth that looks like they deserve to be punched in their suck hole more than that guy. Tell me I'm lying. Prove me wrong, buddy.
Dweebiest looking turd. But yeah, I mean, Georgia went blue for the presidential election, and I think they're going to, it's going to happen again.
Well, now no conservatives are going to show up because they're convinced there was fuckery with the election.
Yeah.
And I'm partly with them. Like, not that I think there was some huge scandal. I'm just over it. You know what? If you fuck around with that election, I don't even think I'm going to vote. And I'm just saying that because I'm honest. I don't buy what anybody in our country is selling anymore. I trust none of them. Not a zero fucking one. I don't care if they got an R or a D or a U or a tits.
So you're on my side now.
I don't trust them. I've never trusted them. They're all fucking sleazy. I've said that.
Hello?
That's why Uncle Randy needs to be governor. You need a man of the people, son. A simple man, not a smart man.
That's what I've always said about why I hate politics, because both sides are fucked. Everybody sucks.
They do suck. They are fucking terrible.
They're never trying to do. They're trying to do what's best for them and their campaign, not what's good for everybody in the long run.
Listen, sons, you want your guns? You want to smoke a little reefer for fun here in Georgia? Yeah. You want equality? No racism? Love everybody? Everybody can love whoever the fuck they want? That's Uncle Randy, son. That's who you need as governor. That's what you'll get, sons. And it's going to happen. I can't stand the state of our country with our politicians.
I just don't not that. Okay, I believe in you, and I believe that.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Anything you put your mind and your heart to it, you can achieve it. But
it's a tough one to accomplish.
But I don't necessarily want you to really try and get into politics because I feel like it taints everybody.
Oh yeah, the reason why
even people
I'm
with the best
willing
intentions
to go out and put my name in, like I will be doing, son. This isn't no joke. Uncle Randy will be on the ballot, and I'm going to go to win. And listen, we can make it happen, but the chances are slimmer than for most people because we have no money. But that's fine. We have the people, and we have a platform that people can get behind. Everybody, but still, I'm a realist.
Skill said he'll move to Georgia just to vote for you.
Come on, we need your help. We got to have it. But I can't take watching this happen to our country and watch everybody is just settling for the shinier turd, and that's subpar. Now, I know that becoming a politician, they're going to wring out your past. Hell, I share everything on this show. Y'all know everything. You know I got a huge cock. It's enormous, sons. I'm sorry. It's thick. It's more thick than long, think that's the stuff, but that's what it is.
I don't think that's the stuff they bring out.
But I'll bring that out. Okay. So they'll have nothing to say. I'll be like, dude, I've said everything. Tell me and my wife, we love ski to fuck ski. It's what it is.
But they'll be like, he's divorced.
Oh, yeah, I sure am. Cool.
I know, but it's like...
I'll Marshall Mathers their asses, sons, from 8 Mile. I'm going to dog myself first. Y'all know everything. There's no secrets. I haven't killed anyone. Other than that, I've tried it all. And I've done it all, sons. I've tried most of the drugs, sons. I'm going to be honest. It happened.
No, the Joe Exotic campaign video.
Yes,
that's
I have been broke as shit before, sons.
I don't own a suit. As shit.
I own one suit still. And it's a black suit for funerals.
You have tried drugs.
I have tried drugs.
You have done.
I have frequent sex
but
with my wife.
He said kinky sex.
Yeah, I'm going to say frequent sex.
I'm broke as shit.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's going to take also, not just Colin saying here, the blood of patriots, but it's also going to take some good people finally stepping up and getting back into politics, which the good people have been driven out by the evil that's in now. That's why, because I know a ton of good people. Way better people as a quality person scale than Uncle Randy. They wouldn't go near politics. And who could you blame them? How could you blame them? The shit ruins you. But we got to say fuck all that if we want to save our republic. We got to get some decent people to run because it's killing me. Watch people pretend that they like Joe Biden when he put their buddies in prison back in 1993 or their best friends or stopped all the raves that you love to go to.
Joe Biden, just for that reason.
And made it where you couldn't take those wonderful drugs. With his crime bill. You can't pretend that just never happened. And the same for Trump. The people that support him die hard and aren't willing to look at his bullshit record too. You know, fuck all that. There needs to be another choice. That's why Uncle Randy held it. He's an independent, sons. He's an independent.
Yeah.
Politics.
I know. Can we move on, please? Hi, Chris, too, by the way. He said.
I don't know what we're going to do, sons. I'm just telling you. When the campaign ramps up, and I'm going to have a lot of good patriots working on this campaign with me for free because they care about this country.
I know, but
I definitely can't
I have
pay
a question.
Them. Yes.
Has anybody besides, this is a serious question, has anybody besides a Republican or a Democrat won a major election? I'm talking, I know not president, but like governor, senator.
Jesse the Body was governor as an independent of Minnesota.
Was he? He was independent?
Yeah.
I thought he was Republican for some reason, but...
No, he's an independent.
Okay.
It's rare.
Other
and it's
than
hard
that,
to do.
Okay. That's, I mean...
You know, because the majority, honestly, of what my political beliefs are and yours, if people, and most people I know are libertarians. Libertarians. They want the danky. They want the pow-pows.
So why wouldn't you be libertarian?
Well, you just don't get, there's nowhere near the size or support for that as a party, the Libertarian Party. And I don't have the money as a candidate to go and reach out and get the backing of these parties.
So independent, similar. Independent is like whatever the fuck you want.
Yes, and libertarian is right.
There's no
on
box
par.
that you're in if you're independent.
No.
So you're basically, you can go independent and then be a libertarian, basically.
Yeah,
have all the same views and get all the libertarian votes.
Most everyone I know is a libertarian.
Absolutely.
In their beliefs, no matter what they say, they'll say that they're a Republican or a Democrat. They're really a libertarian. But you got to pick a team nowadays.
Even though I have voted one way in this most recent election, but not always, it's mainly just like you said, the lesser of two evils,
which is a sad scenario.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. Here's my whole point, sons. You're going to get up and you're going to go to work tomorrow. So am I. Everyone is. We're talking all this shit, but you know what? I'm going to say this right now. God damn, and it's going to make some people angry. Mm-hmm. But it's the truth.
And then no more politics.
The Dems, they made the Republicans their bitch. I'm going to say it. They were the meaner, nastier, wanted it more party.
Aren't they always the
No,
meaner?
They're not always. It used to be the opposite. It used to be the Republicans would bully the Democrats,
really?
Call them, gays or this or derogatory terms. No, that's what Republicans did. They were more known for the put down. That's now flipped the script because now the Democrats will call you a racist or a misogynist and label you, and it's just a flip of the script. But this time, they want it more. They're willing to get out and fight and get nasty and go to jail and burn property because they want it more.
Trump is what happens.
They want it more. It's
Trump.
a street fight. They started a street fight. They said, do you want the smoke? Conservatives were like, we have all the guns. We want it. Guess what? Hadn't done a damn thing. Not a damn thing, sons.
I would rather not be burning places down. I mean, I get
There's no rules in a street fight, though. And you can't argue the result, is all I'm saying.
Democrats started the KKK.
Oh, we all know
according to Colin. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a different time, too. Back in the day, the Democrats were Dixiecrats. I know a bunch of old Southern rednecks that were Democrats just because their daddy told them to be. And they were the parties have evolved and changed. But I'm telling you, the Republicans used to be the dog in the yard, and they were beating down on the Democrats, calling them names. Oh, you're a bunch of sissies, gays, this ridiculous shit. Now, fuck that. The fucking Democrats are like, hey, you're an immediate racist. Hate you. You hate women. You hate everybody. And it works. We're going to get you fired. And it works, and they won, and you can't deny it.
Oh, one of my favorite memes. Okay, and then we're done with politics. One of my favorite memes that I saw that was political recently was something I think that Adam Simmons might have posted. Mm-hmm. And it was like a cartoon of somebody holding up a sign that was like about mandating masks. And then they had a shirt on that said, my body, my choice.
Yeah. No, that's all.
I was like, yes, that is so true. Because that's how they all are. They're like, but I mean, I also am pro-choice.
Of course, but you can't mix your issues, babe. You got to pick and choose.
But it makes more sense to be pro-choice and then also say, don't fucking tell me that I have to wear a mask.
I know.
Like it makes more sense logically.
Right now, nobody gives a rip-roaring shit about abortion. Right now, all that matters is the mask, and Joe Biden is the next president.
They do, but
It's not the sexy issue of the moment.
No, but Republicans now call it murdering babies.
Of course. I mean, they've always done that.
But that's how they get it to be like
polarizing.
Yeah.
The key is to make it polarizing.
Like it's not
to put people to a pole, which means to separate them, to put them at extreme ends. That's the goal. All the politicians do it. Uncle Randy won't play that shit, sons. I'll give it to you straight. You don't like me? Guess what? At least you'll know why you don't like me.
Right.
It won't be because you don't know, sons. It'll be because you don't want to blaze a few trees and you don't want to drink your drinky poos and you don't want for everybody to have an opportunity to do
love
well
whoever
and
the fuck
love
they
in
want.
This country. That's all I give a shit about. The rest of it, we'll figure it out, sons. We'll figure it out. But we got to be cool to each other first or we're not going nowhere but backwards. So I'm going to do a shot to that. I'm tired after that rant. Mm-hmm. I'm out of here. Cheers. To Uncle Randy for Governor 2022.
I thought it was 2021 for some reason, and then you changed it to 2022.
No, they're not electing another governor till 2022.
Yeah, but I swear that
I will be balls deep into my campaign by 2021.
Okay, whatever.
2 years offset of presidential for gubernatorial.
Sure. Gubernatorial
for governor, sons. You just get yourself ready to live in that mansion. No. I don't know how we're going to go back and forth.
I'm not moving. I told you that.
We'll make it our weekend house, whatever.
We'll make it our weekend house because I'm not moving. House. Gunner's going to school right here.
We're still going to be living here in Town Hill subdivision with me as the governor, Secret Service out front.
You're going to have to figure that shit out because I'm not moving to goddamn Paces Ferry Road in Atlanta.
Too, sons.
Fuck that shit.
I'm not riding in no fucking political automobiles. I'm driving my Camaro, sons.
It's black.
You'll see Governor Uncle Randy, and that's how I will be addressed, is Governor Uncle Randy. Mm-hmm. Pulling up in my Camaro, sons.
Yeah. You have to figure it out. I'm not moving to the governor's mansion. It's in the most worst part of Atlanta for traffic. Like,
it's a nightmare.
That road, why is it still just 2 lanes? And like,
I don't know. Why do I don't like it at all down there? I would die of a panic attack living down there now. It's unnecessary. And no, it'll be our little photo op house. We'll go by.
HOA will fine the Secret Service for parking in the street.
They sure will. Who said that? That is for the win.
Colin.
Winner. Ding, ding, ding. Greatest comment the world has ever known.
Sure fucking will.
They will get a letter so quick.
No, we will get a letter. And then we'll send the response back to them with a state seal, and they'll throw it in the trash.
Let me ask you folks one thing, because I'm touting my well-roundedness politically, and I love guns. I want weed to be legal, so there you go. But right now, how the fuck is ammo up over a damn $1 a round? How in the fuck is that okay? If you don't think there's some fuckery there, that ammo is this pricey, you know why? Because they don't want us having them, sons.
Well, of course that's why.
It's unreal how expensive ammo is.
That's like price gouging. Like, that's like when there's a hurricane coming, gas all of a sudden is $5 a gallon.
I can't get over the fact that it is as pricey as it is now. I can't remember it being this much. That's per round. So if you go and fucking try to pop off 300 rounds at the range, boom, $300. That's crazy. That's insane. I didn't think
about it like that. Yeah, that's a lot. For
Colin's
one bullet.
saying $1.25 a round for 9mm. That's fucking crazy.
Who sets that price?
I don't even know. Who does set that? Anybody know?
Is it not? I mean, I guess
something has to set the market. Whether it's fucking is it political influence like oil or what? How is that affected? Because that's a rapid increase to ridiculousness.
Because the gun stores and stuff get it from somewhere for a certain price. That's how they set their price. And then, so what the fuck?
Now, I don't know what affects that. No, I mean, absolutely, Colin. Now, I have a definite ammunition depot has 9mm for about 69 cents a round of buy in bulk. I got the email Sunday.
Where's ammunition department?
It sounds like that's probably a website, Ammunition Depot.
It's not depot. It's DEPT, department.
I'm sure you Google that. Okay. Vista Outdoors, the largest producer of ammo in the world, just acquired Remington's ammo division. Boom, gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Still some shenanigans there, sons. For the price of ammo to go up this high right when a large power exchange is going to happen within the country.
Oh, it is depot. She had just left out the O. God damn it.
So it's going to be, there's a reason for that. They don't want everybody armed to the tits as possible. While I fully support that. Hell, if I think you're a law-abiding citizen, sons, or if you prove to me that you are by not being in prison for a felony, you should be able to own a tank if you want to. I don't care. That's your right. I want every law-abiding citizen to be armed up to their nipples.
Okay, I want every law-abiding citizen that knows how to fucking use a gun.
Hey, that's your job to learn. I'm all for learning. I support...
Not everybody is comfortable with learning.
Well, hey...
But then that's
them learning. I will advocate for gun safety measures, gun training classes.
Right.
I will be bringing Colin on.
I'm just saying, I don't want idiots out there that have never fucking held a gun
Do
to
you
be
think
going
Colin is
and
going to allow that in the state of
arming
Georgia?
up.
Have you seen how that guy will go ape shit?
Okay.
He will leave no stone unturned. That will be his job.
Mm-hmm. He wants an RPG to slow the speeders
Of
on
course he
Valdez.
does.
Hey,
Did you see his video of him about the fucking federales not wanting to smoke on his Facebook page?
Mm-mm.
You need to pull it up and look right now.
No.
It is so good. He's in his silkies from the Army, little bitty boy silkies with a flak jacket on, a face mask, and dude, savage.
It's Colin for real?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying he posted a video. How funny.
It's him, sons. It's him.
Oh my gosh.
See? Training first, education first. Son, I will create a position for you. That's what I'm saying,
though. But, like, not everybody, like, just saying.
No, not everybody thinks that, yes.
Everybody arm up. Everybody's like, I'm just going to go get guns and I'll figure it out. Like, no. And then your kid's you're going to leave it on the table.
Do I look that dumb to you, babe? Of course not. I will never advocate for that, nor would I see that.
I'm just trying to make it clear.
It's very clear, babe. And that will be, as the First Lady of Georgia, boom, there's your platform. You just uncovered it. Gun safety.
Are residents in Kennesaw required to have a firearm? We live in Canton.
Yeah, we live in Canton.
But
they're not required. I don't want to make anyone that's uncomfortable own a firearm. I would advocate for them to. I think it's in their best interest to if they can learn to operate them.
I wouldn't own one if I wasn't married to Randall, because I've never.
Yeah, and she shoots better than me, son. Taking her shooting, she shoots better than me. I'm not afraid to say that. There's something to it. I don't want to say beginner's luck or if it's just calmness or good nerves, but she shoots straighter than Uncle Randy. And I like that, sons.
When the shit goes down, we're going to be okay.
Yes, because I'm going to throw you the 9mm and say, get to bucking.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like the mama bear in me or what.
You're going to put a grouping right there in their tits.
Yeah. No, I've liked a couple times I've gone to the range with like you and Jim. Yeah. But I need you and Jim there with me, like my like experienced coaches. Because... Yeah, you need to keep an eye. Still gives me like anxiety a little bit.
You need to keep an eye out for Jodie B joining down there.
He's not here.
I know, but just for when he does. Just to give a little intro to everybody.
Skill said he read they're required in that town. I don't know. We used to live over by Kennesaw, but that's a different county than we live in too.
That's Cobb, isn't it?
It is Cobb.
Yeah, they're in Cobb.
But it like we were in our old house, we were right next to Kennesaw, but like we were still Cherokee County. I don't know. It might be one of those old book laws or something.
It sounds right.
Like
and I think
old
I've heard
Georgia.
Of that because it's a very old. He is absolutely right. I remember reading
Kennesaw Mountain, all that
very
stuff. Yeah,
old
Civil War town.
I think it's also right around the law that says that you cannot butt fuck anyone in
sodomy,
Alabama or Georgia.
No, sodomy is illegal here.
No butt fucking, sons. You shouldn't like ass play anyway, sons. Uncle Randy doesn't advocate for ass play.
Hey.
Huh.
You also advocated for anybody to love anybody. There's some people
I'm talking about me and you. I'm not into ass play at all. I don't want that.
So speak for yourself.
Did you hear what I said about my physical the other day? Did you see the trauma?
I'm saying speak for yourself.
I'm speaking for me.
But
who else am I speaking for?
But you're saying it should be illegal for everybody.
No, that's the law is absolutely there. But why do you think it's not enforced? You can't stop anybody from butt fucking.
Rape ghosts coast to coast in the house.
Speaking of butt sex.
That was a perfect
we were just talking about people that love to butt fuck. You showed right up.
I know. It's like I heard somebody call my name.
Hey, everybody, this is Jodie B. I told you about him in the intro. We've got a good bit of new people that watch the show, Jodie, so I'm going to kind of reintroduce you. We've been buddies for decades.
He's in some Jason Alme lighting right there. You got a lava lamp?
Shit party party shit when you fuck podcast that Jason Alme is the host of.
No.
Shit happens when you party naked.
Yeah.
Jason Alme.
This is my Force Ghost ensemble. I've been using it lately.
Okay. And Jodie B is PoBoys Podcast.
Jodie B is PoBoys Podcast. Like I said earlier, a lot of people say it's the Joe Rogan podcast of indie podcasts.
Yeah, not one person has said that, Randall, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Randall Fowler just said it.
Yeah.
Uncle Randy just said it.
Not two people have said that.
Well, if Uncle Randy and Randall Fowler says it.
Well, hey, let me ask you a question just because I didn't get a sound check here. Do I sound okay? All good?
You sound
fine. Great.
Okay, yeah. Question. Do you want the professional recording where it sounds like we're sitting together, or you guys want to record on your end?
We are recording on our. Go ahead and record your side too.
You want me to just do a solo, or do you want me to do a Brooke? Do you want to marry the tracks? Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
All right. So, like we said, Jodie B is the host of PoBoys Podcast. You can check them out anywhere. It's a dope show. We've loved Jody for a long time. He's probably one of our first podcast buddies.
Yeah, him and John
Buchanan. So there's a long history there. But I do want to let you know, I did say it in the notes there. Jody B got shot point blank by a hunting rifle, sons, and survived and said, fuck that.
In the facial.
In the face. In the jaw, sons. And he's still a handsome fucker. Look at him. Got the voice of an angel.
Yeah.
And he's a savage. So we will get to that story. I'm going to actually let him start there just for all the people that are new that haven't met him. Jody, give him a quick run through of taking one to the face and just saying, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess I could wrap it up quick. When I was 16 years old, I was out hunting. Hang on. When I was 16, I went to a shooting range with my cousin, the opening day of hunting season. And after we did some target practice, he put his gun on the hood of his pickup truck, and I got into his truck and shut the door. And when I did, it started to slide off the hood. He grabbed it. It went off, and I caught a 7mm Magnum to the face from 3 feet away, roughly.
Yeah. And we were just talking about gun safety.
We were just talking gun safety.
Right before you joined.
Yeah, it's important, guys. I'm a strong proponent.
Yeah.
So just to give them a quick run through, I'm not going to dwell on it a long time, you didn't really, did it hurt? You didn't really feel it, right? It was just like a loud bang and you're kind of.
Well, see, what had happened was.
Mood lighting.
So, no, man, it was crazy because when it happened, I blanked for about a minute maybe. I went kind of out of it, but I snapped right back too. So I was awake for the whole thing. And no, I didn't have a whole lot of pain. I remember pretty much the whole, afternoon, as it were. But yeah, I think it severed a lot of the nerves and stuff. So I was very fortunate in that. Like, I'd much rather be shot than stabbed at this point. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the cool thing about it is, somebody just commented here, a 7 mag is a very, very large caliber hunting rifle. Like, you could easily shoot a few 100 yards away with it and still blow like the entire shoulder out of a deer with it. Yeah. And because I was so close, it went through me like nothing in 2 windshields and my hand. Yeah. So it was a lot of stuff, but yeah, I got very fortunate that day.
Yeah, so Jody was he was holding a cigarette in one hand, right? Is that the hand it blew the finger off of?
It's this hand?
Okay, so it was the one that you were holding a cigarette with, though, right?
Yeah, because normally when you hold your cigarette, you hold it like this when you take it out of your mouth. So if you'll notice the pattern there, that shit came across this finger here, hit my middle finger square at the bone, and came underneath and almost blew this motherfucker off, too.
Dude, that's so gnarly and so awesome.
I know.
That's why Jody B is a champion, son. He got shot in the face. Listen, they had to trach him for a little while. He's got like a fucking bionic jaw, a dope scar.
And he's got taken face shot jokes for life.
Dude, he brings them himself, though. He brings the thunder.
That's what I'm saying. He starts them.
You guys would be surprised how thick of a skin you happen to grow when you have a large leaking scar / wound on your face for a few years of your high school career.
Yeah, that's a tough time period. And I was going to ask you about that, because wasn't there a time where they weren't sure if it was even going to close?
Yeah, I mean,
you were having a hard time keeping it held together, right?
Yeah, so I kept getting infections. I had an abscessed molar, when your back tooth gets all fucked up and wonky. Sure. So what happened was, normally that would hurt because it's a wonky tooth and it hurts like a bitch, but I didn't have any feeling in that part of my jaw.
Yeah.
So I had a whole ass bone graft surgery. They took bone out of my hip. So I've had, some hip work done, and that was all for naught, because basically they stitched that closed, and within a week it came back open, and within another few days it rejected. I actually pulled that bone out of my face.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like pulling a chicken bone out of your face. It was
Sounds
crazy.
Like something Randall would do.
So it was just loose and bothering you, and you just fucking pulled the bitch out like a champion.
When you touched it, you could kind of feel it, kind of up in here a little bit, just a tinge of a weird feeling. So I was like, is that a tat? Kind of jiggling it. And then I just kind of pulled a little bit, and it made that wet, sloppy noise. It said,
oh, dear God.
And I was like, I don't think that was supposed to happen. And I went to the doctor and they said, yeah, it didn't take. You got an infection. So then I switched doctors.
So what's the reason they had to trach you for a little bit? To let it heal like wired closed or what?
Well, I've got pictures I'll have to send you. So it was a lot of swelling when it happened because it's right there. Sure. It's literally the corner of my mouth. So a lot of throat, neck, face surgery. Yeah. So they were worried with having to intubate me as opposed to traching me and doing it that way. So that's what they did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they still, it's kind of like an intubation. Like it's basically they cut a hole in your neck and then they take one of those little oxygen masks like at the dentist and they put a little plastic thing in your neck that looks, they call it a nose. It looks like an earbud with like filters on both sides. So it keeps, shit from flying into your hole. But, I woke up to that.
And can you talk with it?
Mm-mm. No, they don't tell you until a day or two later that you have to press it to speak. So, there was a couple really awkward moments those first few days because I was only in the hospital like a week. Like 1 week. I came in on a helicopter on Saturday and I walked out the next Saturday and went home.
That's fucking nuts.
Now there was a lot of return trips, guys, but I hated it so much. I couldn't sleep. They were checking my goddamn blood pressure and my stuff at all hours of the night. And it was torturous for 7 days. And then I went home. I said, I can't do this.
All right. So I'm going to put this to bed by telling folks. What? Jodie B not only has the radio voice of an angel, you can hear him. He's got the voice for this shit. Man can sing. And I've always said, Uncle Randy digs scars, son. I'm jealous of the scar. He's kind of he won't really say anything about it, but I think he's a little self-conscious. I think it's a dope fucking scar. He looks like a fucking champion.
Randall's dying to get his eye taken out so he can have an eye patch.
I said that. I can't wait either. I want him to get a Mad Eye Moody eye patch. I don't know if there's Harry Potter fans in the building, but like one with a Google eye that goes all fucking wonky. I think it'd be great.
Yes.
Jodie B is my only friend that when I told him that I have a really bad left eye and it's not looking good for that eye. That I told my doctor, I was like, dude, take it the fuck out. No, you know what I'm saying?
When you texted me that, what was the first thing I said when you said, he said I've got pre-glaucoma? What was the first thing I texted you back?
It's not pre-glaucoma.
Or whatever. What the fuck you said it was.
I got a shit eye. That's what I got.
Basically.
You thought it was out like soon.
But that's the way you were presenting it to me. And I said, so when are you getting an eye patch? Your eye taken out and getting an eye patch? And you were like, I told him that.
Yeah, I did. I told him, I said, so
don't say it's just me.
I know, but I told him, I was like, so when are we taking the eye out? Yeah. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, dude, you know what? Uncle Randy don't fuck with body parts that betray him, son. If that motherfucker wants to be on the other team, sons, get rid of it. I don't want it. I can't win with it.
That's right, like a goddamn coyote. He said, this will not be a hindrance. I'll chew my own eye out. Give me a spoon.
And my optometrist did not
horrified.
like it. But I think he did realize though by the end that like if he did have to break to me, like we got to take the eye, I wouldn't be like some consolable little bitch or anything. I'd be like, well, shit, let me call Brooke.
I'm sure
let her get over here.
Like in the back of his head, like, okay, so if we do get to that point, it's going to be an easy sell.
I'm actually surprised that your eye socket is not just so powerful that you could squint real hard and shoot it across the room, to be honest with you.
I've tried, dude.
Yeah.
And it gets so irritated now that it looks like it wants to come out. It might come out on its own, sons. Like Jodie's saying, from my immune system rejecting it because it's not on the same team.
Yeah. If it gets irritated, like the other night at my sister's house, all of a sudden, like my brother-in-law looked at him, or Susan or somebody, and was like, "Oh God, what happened to your eye?" Like his whole eyelid was swollen, and the whites, all the white parts of that eye were blood red.
Yeah,
like,
it's useless.
Yeah, what kind of visibility are we talking about with this thing, Randall? Like you still got anything at all, or like
very little? Like you see the new glasses, right? These are my Dahmer glasses.
He's got his Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Yeah, for sure.
Sexy as fuck.
I picked these intentionally, sons. The ugliest models they had. I
love them.
I know you do.
They're really easy to clean butt off of. I get it. Go ahead.
But they literally, the lady that does our eyeglass, she's a good friend. So she expected nothing less. But I said, I want the ugliest ones that nobody gets.
Ugly.
And she said, these are the ones. I was like, then those are the ones. And I want them in gold, cheap gold.
I want a pair.
And no, they're fantastic, but it's really bad, dude. Like, I mean, I'm not one to bitch about my ailments to anyone but Brooke. But it's pretty bad. That eye, he was shocked. Like the pressure in it is off the charts. I don't really know what pressure means, but I know it's similar to glaucoma.
Yeah.
Which is also another reason that Uncle Randy, when he becomes governor, is legalizing this cannabis here in Georgia. And then as soon as I leave office, Jodie B is going to start my company, Uncle Randy's Reefer. But the CEO will be Jodie B while I'm in office, because I cannot have a conflict of interest like that.
He's going to have to grow your strains or whatever.
Yes, he knows all the deals.
Cultivate
Look at him. He's
the
partaking
product.
in a little danky doodah right there.
Is that
I need
Uncle
some
Randy's
from a glaucoma.
Reefer?
I need to give some to my fucking kid so he'll go to sleep. Jesus Christ. He's back in the other room just hollering like a dick. You guys got a kid around the same age. He's like, he gets in bed and everything's cool, but there's like a solid 40 minutes of just, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
It's irritating. I'm trying to be a model semi-professional podcaster here, and I can't be sitting here with the goddamn kid screaming and hollering.
Well, Gunner's bedroom's right across the hall, and occasionally he'll just bust up in here. But right when we were about to start, he did, and then he saw that the puppy was in here, and he was like,
You were asking about this earlier.
I did, and you ignored me.
Because I was waiting on Jodie B. Jodie, do you see this? This beer I'm holding.
Cheers, sir. I'm going to chat with you right now.
This is for Jodie B. I brought you one, babe.
Oh, the Natty Light?
Have you tried it yet?
Jodie? No, I'm taking one sip.
It's like a grapefruit color. What is it?
It's lemonade.
Okay, good. Thank God.
So let's do a cheers with Jodie B.
This
is his beer.
No, hold on a second. Let me get mine this here, guys. I didn't realize.
Strawberry lemonade. Natter days.
All right, guys. Cha-cha.
Oh, there it is.
Cha-cha.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
That is delightful.
Tastes just like lemonade. He was not lying. I'm going to be honest here.
That is
I'm
really
taking
good.
an L on this one. Uncle Randy's taking an L. That happens sometimes.
Guys.
I've told Jodie B this was garbage.
That's
not
yummy.
Garbage.
Here's the problem, guys. There's no sugar in that. I don't know what kind of witchcraft they're pulling over at Natty's, but that is Natty Light. Now, I've looked up the facts because I wanted to come at you. Randy said, I got your fucking pussy beer. And I said, I'll be waiting on your apology. Don't worry.
It's good.
So here's the thing. It's a little bit lighter in the proofage than a Bud Light, because I know that's usually y'all's staple. It's 4.3 versus 5, so it's a little less.
4.2.
4.2, close.
I just looked at it.
The caloric intake is a little bit higher, like less than 10 grams. No sugar though. You know, and it's an all day drinker versus the thing. And I'll tell you this: I've been drinking this shit for like 2 years. You know what I haven't had yet? A hangover, which is really weird when you think about natties and any kind of thing. I drink 6, 7 of these fucking things, and they'll sneak up on you. But I promise, thus far, I have not been bitten by the Natter Day snake yet.
That's a lot of carbs in a beer. It's
We're
got 12 carbs.
Yeah, but it's pretty fucking good. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, but
I thought it would taste like trash.
Ultra has 2.
Oh, you drink Ultra, though. I forgot.
Well, not me. Uncle Randy's the Bud Light champion.
I think Bud Light's like 10, isn't it?
No, it's like 5, I think. Or it's, yeah. I don't think it's quite that many. Whatever this beer is that somebody just brought to our house because they don't drink.
Yeah, people that don't drink bring the beer to the Fowler home in our neighborhood.
Have, for some reason, we know several people that don't drink, and
they
still like us.
Why?
Though, which
like,
is
why
cool.
do you know people that don't drink? That's weird.
But they're still cool. And they still like us, so it's fun.
Hey,
but then,
Colin,
when they get beer left at their house, we get it.
Yeah, I want to give Jodie B.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I want to give Jodie B some context here on Colin that's chiming in the chat. He will be Uncle Randy's head of not only security, general warfare. He is a veteran, very, very much into guns, and he wants to have rocket-propelled grenades.
Have you showed him the secret room yet, Randy? The one in your bathroom behind the toilet paper roller where you hit it and all the guns pop out?
No, not yet, but I guarantee you he has one. He also probably has an exit plan laminated and on every wall of his house for different protocols. The guy's a champion.
You can tell he's actually wrong in his assessment because I'm actually more of a weed smoker. So I'm a cheap date, which is why I like the fruity shits and the seltzers and stuff. I like to drink a lot, but the thing is I can't give up the pounds right now. So these little 100-calorie, 120 some odd, I can deal with that. No sugar.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
No, Jodie B's definitely a little more of the grass guy. He likes to partake in a little doobage, every couple of minutes.
More like a lot. Yeah, I would say.
Every couple seconds.
Yeah.
Skill said he doesn't drink.
Worse.
Oh, all right. Skill is from Don't Hate the Joker. Hate the Game podcast. I love that dude. If you haven't checked his show out, check him out.
Can I tell you my favorite quote? I believe it's from either Dean Martin or who's the other guy, the blue-eyed singer guy? I'm going blank.
Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra, excuse me. So it's a quote by one of them, and it says, "I feel bad for people that don't drink because when they wake up in the morning, that's the best they're going to feel all day."
It's James Dean. I have that on a T-shirt, by the way.
Damn.
It's actually from a bar that I used to go to in Baton Rouge.
Yep.
You know, my Spanish Moon shirt.
Powerful Brooke Fowler.
There it is.
Powerful.
I have that exact quote on a T-shirt.
So
as James
maybe
Dean.
it's Dean Martin. Maybe that's where I got mixed up. I apologize for disrespecting James Dean.
But James Dean drove his car off a cliff.
Yes,
drunk,
true.
didn't
At age,
he?
what, 23?
The thing is you got to stop at some point, maybe get a nap in there, get some pizza. You can't just have booze all day. That's not going to work.
Right. But that's hardcore. Like, I love that quote, though, too. Like, I love it because it's like, okay, that's true, though. It's the best you're going to feel all day if you don't drink.
Hey, Randy.
Yes.
Did you tell Brooke about the bet?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
of course
God.
he
Thank
did.
you for bringing that up.
Did you do it?
I'm going to let you explain that.
Oh, I
and finish that
100%
off.
did it. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I always hold to a bet.
Like, did you give your wife a heads up?
No, not at all. She knew that I made a bet with Randy and I lost. I was just like, well, I'm going to play this one by ear and see how it goes. So here, let me set the stage, guys.
Oh,
Brooke,
my
let me
God.
Put Robert's quote up there.
Oh, my gosh.
let me tell you how this went, Brooke.
Nice. Okay, I need to know.
So, Saturday morning, the game's about to come on, Arkansas versus Bama. I'm feeling a little froggy. I've had a couple seltzers, and I hit up Randall. I've had one. I'm working on it. And
Nursing your one.
I hit up Randall, and I start talking that shit. You know, I'm sure you do it, too. Just, it's Alabama. You got to give them a little shit. And I was just like, what's up, motherfucker? I was like, this is the year. It's going to happen. Today is the day. Blah, blah, blah. And he didn't say shit back. He just said, wager, ? And I go, well, I'm not that confident. So I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm going through things.
He baited you in.
He did. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, well, they've been doing okay. And we're a second half team. If we can hold them to 20 points, we'll probably be fine. You know, it's fucking... So I'm talking shit. But I ended up not saying anything because I was thinking things like, well, I won't smoke weed for a week. Like, and then I was like, I'm not that committed. I don't think we're going to do that good.
Nope.
So, Brooke, we're like 2 minutes before the game starts, right? Then I hit him up and I go, all right. I said, how about this? Whoever wins, the next time you're laying down some 11s, I said, right when you finish, you have to fucking say my name or vice versa. So you say the other person's name. And he was, he didn't respond. I just kind of volunteered him for it. I just put in a handshake bet and I was like, bet. And so the first, Brooke, so the first series was okay. Like we had a little back and forth and we stopped them and then we stopped and then we kicked the ball and it was tied up at 3. And I was like, fuck you, Randall Fowler, like talking shit.
Don't do it, Jodie. If I would have been on that text thread, I'd have been like, stop.
I think when he got to about like 43-3, I was like, do you want to pick the position too, dude? Like at this point.
No, but here's the powerful thing. Jodie B is a man. He is a man of his word.
Oh,
son.
For sure. This is not his first
for those
rodeo
that don't
with
know,
losing a bet.
We have a history with bets together.
Yeah, for sure.
We have bet on UFC before. We bet on the Khabib and Conor fight.
We did.
Yeah, on the loser had to read. He would have to read smut porn to his mother, and if I lost, I was going to have to read it to my sister. Because it would kill my mother if I had read it to her. But Jodie's mom was a charity.
Yeah. We had to have a concession. I get it, but it was a fair trade. It was.
And so Jodie...
Equally uncomfortable.
But here's the thing. I wrote the pornography for Jodie. Straight from the brain of Uncle Randy. And he just took it, and he actually brought his mother on, not only to listen, but participate in it.
Yeah, 100%. No, that was... I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably one of the funniest things I've recorded, Randall. So I appreciate that.
I love that. It's hilarious.
I died. I wish you should re-release it like once a year just for the fuck.
It was a Halloween episode. So if you go back in my timeline, you can Google search PoBoys Podcast and roll back the episodes. It's called the PoBoys Podcast Mommy Porn Extravaganza, and it's So it's a fun episode. And if you can stand that, then you can work your way through my show. If you can't get through that, then stop.
Your mom's laugh the whole time was killing me.
She loved it, dude.
She was dying.
Loved it. What a champ.
I knew she would. And that's the same thing with my wife. So here's the thing, guys. I don't ever make a bet that I'm not sure I'm going to have some sort of an edge. So I go, okay. So I played it cool. She knew that I had a bet, and she knew that we lost. So I didn't say shit. She didn't bring it up, nothing.
She's just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
So Saturday rolls by, and I think it's going to happen then, and I'm counting my chickens, and then it ended up just not, because when we got home from the party, the fucking kid was awake, and it was a whole to-do, and I was like, shit. So the next evening, last night, I guess, I did it all right. I made dinner, all this stuff. We got in there, got the freaky. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to divulge too much, gals, but look, here's the thing. I'm still a firm proponent of the pull-out method. That's how I rock. And so anyway, it's not like I could really accomplish the bet per se, because we don't finish like that. So this made it even better. So we got to the spot. I fucking did the old grab, and I'm sitting there, and she gets up, and I hear her feet hit the floor. Dunk. She starts walking around the bed, and I get my towel or whatever, my shirt, fucking get it all situated, and I let it go, and I go, Randall Fowler. No, I said, Uncle Randy.
And she just went, oh, motherfucker.
Brooke. Guys, it's pitch black. Like, it has to be pitch black in the room. So all I hear, I've heard 3 footsteps and her kind of feeling on the mattress, like going around, and I go, Uncle Randy. And she goes, Uncle Randy. And I go, yep. And she just walked out. So she goes to the bathroom to do her thing, and I'm sitting there, cleaning up, and I turn the light on, make the bed, and I'm sitting there, and I go, fuck. All right. So I'm waiting. So she comes out of the bathroom, and as I'm standing there, and Randall, this is what I did. Look, I had my hands crossed like this, like I'm fucking at a funeral, and I'm looking down at my hands, and I looked up at her, and I said, I'm supposed to tell you that I'm a Razorback bastard. I said, that glorious piece of lovemaking was brought to you by Randall Fowler and the entire Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oh my God.
That's so good.
And then I said, roll Tide. And she started laughing. And so I sent Randall the fucking text message this morning. I said, roll Tide. And she said it back.
Dude, what a champ. Yeah, no, that
wasn't even part of the bet. No, so you're a champion.
He doesn't just lose.
I'm quick on my feet, guys. And that was the point. Nice. I was like, I can save this and make it even funnier. So let's do this.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm terrified of ever losing a bet to him. Imagine how fucking much he's going to want to collect if I ever lose.
No.
Okay, Randall doesn't ever lose. This is the most frustrating fucking thing.
Yeah, he gives you hope.
I've bet Randall a lot of times. The only times I've ever won per se is when there was nothing on the line.
Right.
It's true.
Like nothing. It was just like, oh, we're going to win. And it wasn't like, oh, but I bet you a fucking tattoo or something.
Or a makeover by Gunner.
Or something like humiliating. Never. So that's why after losing the tattoo bet, I was like, never betting against you again. 100% never betting against you again if it is in Alabama football.
Well, it's just, I think in Randall's case, it involves stakes. And Uncle Randy is heavy weights and big stakes. That's all he rolls with, baby.
Basically.
So if there's no stakes, it don't matter. But if you put stakes on the line, Uncle Randy will win every time. Goddamn.
Hey,
it's really frustrating. It's really fucking frustrating.
Hell, if I'm willing to bet, goddamn, you better know I'm going to win, sons.
God, I'm so annoyed with Alabama football too.
It's funny. It drives her nuts. Like she tries to be supportive. Like I like them if they're not playing my team.
I root for them when they're not playing my team. I'm still rolling my eyes like motherfucker.
She doesn't really though. The heart's not in it, and I get it, son. I get it.
Why would it be?
It's just hard. It's hard being excellent, guys. I guess that's the moral of the story. Sorry.
It's hard being dominant like that.
I was watching the thread with Jodie during the game, and it started out so hopeful by him.
Because didn't you post it in
tie. The first drive didn't look good by Alabama. Then they have to fuck around and they have to punt to the Slim Reaper, and he returns it to the house.
That was
and
retarded.
Right then, Jodie's soul broke. He was like, fuck, I forgot our special teams are so garbage compared to
but
yours.
It doesn't matter anyways. The first half of any Alabama game, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if Alabama's down by 20, 30.
Yeah, Saban is a wizard.
It doesn't matter. Don't get excited.
Yeah, it sucked, man. And that was the thing.
Because he will go in there and rip their dicks off. They come out and they slaughter everybody.
We were doing so good for like 2 series, and then it just fell the fuck apart, man.
I know. I've been there. I know.
All right, so I want to announce that we've got an announcement here tonight. I don't even think Brooke knows about this, which is like most things on the show. She doesn't get anything until
like all things on this show.
I want her natural feeling from things. So,
my.
Listen, the podcast community has been pining, sons. I mean, they need it.
Okay.
They need podcasts of the round table again.
Oh,
they need it.
The first season was so drama laden, Randall, and so controversial, and
so much controversy.
Oh man!
Those of you might remember that watched it or listened to it.
It was a lot of fun.
There was a little controversy, sons. We had a little Dave Chaffee
drama
shenanigans.
Some drama.
Let me tell you,
I'm no stranger to shenanigans, guys.
None of us are.
Some Jodie B and Dave came in, totally flipped the script. Now, here's one thing I've learned about Jodie. Ooh, very nice.
Away from the microphone.
Nice.
Away from the microphone.
It's good etiquette, ma'am. Thank you.
Jodie B is willing to commit, like we saw with the bets. He just blew his load on his wife, said Uncle Randy's name. Fully committed. So
not on his wife. She was walking away.
I blew my
just
load
towards her.
No, Randall, it wasn't even that. I want everybody to know this. If you ever send me a T-shirt, I come on my T-shirts. That's what I do. That's what I use to clean up.
Savage.
So any T-shirt I've got, no, I wash them. I don't put them back on. I have soap and Downy and dryer sheets. Like there's a lot of steps between coming on the shirt and putting in the fucking closet. But yeah. So that's the thing is I was just sitting there fucking just waiting, and it's funny because I almost didn't do it. I almost fucking was like, I'm not going to do that shit.
Because how do you prove it? You could always come on here and say you did it.
She's in the other. She's in the other fucking room. I'll go get her right now.
No, dude. Nobody. The thing is, if you got to know Jodie, I had no doubts.
I know, I did too. But I'm saying, like, in the grand scheme of things, a normal person, you could. That's a bet that you can't really prove.
Correct.
But I believe you for sure.
Well, first off, my first question is: how many times have you blown your load into that shit happens when you party naked shirt?
I really
an estimate.
Oh, you want? We probably do over unders better. I've had this shirt for like 2 years, maybe.
And you wear that one a lot.
It's a great shirt.
So it's just like whatever's in your reach.
It works.
At that time.
Yeah, I stuff it up under the fucking. I take my shirt off and stuff it up under the pillow, man. You never know. You need
just in case.
Thing.
Yeah,
fair play.
Let's just say let's put the over under. Look, let's put the over under at like 100, and then you guys can take bets and I'll try to figure out the number. But it's 100 would be the over under on that.
No
one.
way to tell.
Yeah.
Oh God, I would hate to run a black light. Like you're close to a black light now.
This shirt, this shirt is actually green, guys. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so like I was saying, though, we are bringing back Podcast of the Round Table for season 2. Now, this is big for those of you that we've got a lot of listeners
2020
that have come on
since
over Podcast of the Roundtable, so they don't know what it's about. So I'm going to let Jodie kind of explain as a person that participated in season 1, but also got to see do you really think it's an important show to independent podcasting, and why, Jodie?
But is it going to be the same format? Like what's
similar? But we'll talk about that.
Podcast at a Round Table. I've always hated that name, by the way. It's one of those things. It's fun because we're not comedians. We're everyday people, guys, and I think it's interesting to offer somebody a challenge in that to be able to rant, but also to freestyle a little bit. And I think it was born from, I think the Royal Rumble, where it was like letting people try to jump in and talk, which is a little scattered. This is more of just, can you think on your feet? If I throw something at you, can you fucking lob it back, or are you going to knock it out of the park? And it's really interesting because you think it's easy, like when you're playing along, but when that dinger goes off and it's time to answer the fucking question, it's a sink or swim scenario. Yeah. And I like it. Yeah. I love that kind of pressure.
So what we do basically is we'll bring on 2 competitors that are from either podcasting or entertainment, or just somebody that thinks they got the chops,
Friends.
Right? And Jodie B this season will be our gladiator,
host.
like our henchman. He's there to protect the integrity of the round table, basically to humiliate the competitors.
Yeah.
And I will bring out, what I do is I come up with, usually it's about 12 questions at random. No one knows the questions. They can be about any topic. They can be about politics, pop culture, sexual deviancy, comedy. It doesn't matter. I'll ask a question. We'll have a order already picked. And you got 3 minutes to go on the topic. And so people don't realize how hard it is to get a topic and say you have to talk for 3 minutes. Most people can't do it. They think they can, but try it for 3 straight minutes. Almost impossible. Unless you're Jason Alme, he'll go for 10 minutes.
Oh.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, we got an internet connection issue, I think. But no, it's very hard because the last season of Podcast The Roundtable, me and John Buchanan were the regulars. So I was on there 1.2 shows.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Having to answer all these questions. And some nights I felt like I was okay, and the other nights I wanted to stab you in the face.
It's a lot of pressure, man. But the good thing, Brooke,
yeah.
I think, and this is just me being completely honest with you right now, I think it was a crash course in podcasting, like versus just sitting here and dicking around with Randall, because you can jive with your husband. You guys talk all the time. I think it was a really cool way to demonstrate your ability to fucking think on your feet, if nothing else, you know.
Yeah, and to be able to go like toe to toe with guys like you, Adam Simmons,
Jason Alme,
Adam Simmons from Simmons and More. He was born for the Podcast of the Roundtable. Jodie B was made for it. Alme, Wutsky. These guys are all great at it.
Duchess.
Season 1 champion was Adam Simmons. We don't know exactly how we're going to bring him back in season 2, whether it's as the judge or if he will compete to retain his crown.
Whatever it is, he has to have the trophy situated right next to him.
Yeah, for sure. He'll pet it like a cat.
That goddamn trophy that sat over there next to my coffee maker for like fucking months, where I'd be like, God damn it. Like trying to get around it to make coffee in the morning.
It's hilarious.
Powerful Dave. Dave, the producer's in the house.
What up, Dave?
Love that guy.
Sexy.
What a champion. Dude, they are killing it in New Orleans right now.
I bet Dave would be good for something like this show that we're talking about. Oh my gosh,
yes. Him and Juliet.
He's quick, both of them, yeah. We'll have to do some recruiting, but like I said, the format originally was John and Brooke would be kind of the other 2 competitors, and you guys were kind of playing to win.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the difference here. I'm not winning, I'm not losing. I'm here to throw off your game. So I can I like it. I'm thinking, Randall, this is just me putting my input. I think it'd be cool to let me be the divider between the 2. Like you decide who goes, then I go in the middle. And it's not necessarily that I'm trying to use up time. I could take a minute if I need to and just jump in there and give maybe the best answer. Take it away from them, like just pull the rug right the fuck out. Just go, whoop, that's not an answer anymore. And fuck you and fuck you. You need to do better. That's my job.
Just contradict their answer?
Correct. My job is
to like correct them. Because remember there was a couple times last season where like somebody would go off on a rant on an answer and like I would look at Randall and be like, that wasn't even the fucking question.
Yeah. Oh, well, I could jump in.
Notorious for that.
I could jump in.
Like I was like, that's not even what you were asking.
See, that would be my job. Is if that person goes first, I can go jump in and be like, well, if you're through talking for like the next minute and a half, I'm just going to sit here and tell you how stupid you sound.
Tell you
fucking. Right. Okay. And that's going to be my job. It's not so much to win or lose. It's to shake up the fucking competitors. So I'll be like the guy in the dunk booth. I dig it.
And Jody has free reign. And listen, you got to understand that
Is Jody the grenade?
He has Uncle Randy has absolutely no relevance on the winner this season because it's going to be full Uncle Randy, sons. Uncle Randy's the host of Podcast of the Roundtable, not Randall Fowler. No, sons. God. There is no Randall Fowler. This is Uncle Randy, goddamn. I'm going to be bringing the smoke every show. Mm-hmm. I don't care who wins. I really don't give a flying shit if nobody wins. I want to make it as hard but as sought after a title as possible in Indie Pod. I want the winner to be the best motherfucker that there was out there that was able to withstand not only Uncle Randy telling them when their shit is garbage, but Jodie B also like making it garbage right in front of their face.
Explaining why it's garbage.
Yes.
Oh, God. We just got booted the fuck off StreamYard.
Yes.
Wow. I think it's Jodie B's internet.
This is powerful.
It was kind of giving me the internet issue thing. Huh? Holy shit. That was crazy. It's a wild ride. Jody's just giving us a titty dance right now.
Are we back yet?
We're back now.
You there, Jody?
Randall was going on.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Okay,
I heard,
so yeah.
The last thing I heard was, is he the grenade?
Oh, and Randall went off on a whole thing. It's fine.
And my whole
You
thing
can
was
hear
that
it
I listen back. It's fine.
it's going to be hosted by Uncle Randy.
I want
not
it so
Randall
bad.
Fowler.
That's why I told Brooke, you tell me what you think. This is what I told Randall. I said, I'd like to change this. If not change the name, make it like a second series title. I want to call this Take Your Best Shot.
Which is fair.
Sure.
So this is where
I
Uncle
like
Randy gets to sit there and go, hey, David, the producer. You did blah, 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 lay out a question and then go, take your best shot, goddamn, or something. And then lay just as a sign off and let him go.
Any reason for him to put in the fucking goddamn.
And I'm finally happy to where I am not going to have to pacify anyone. I want to make it clear up front. I have nothing to do with who's picked to win. We're going to have a third-party judge.
Unbiased.
It doesn't matter.
Where are the judges coming from?
We're going to take care of that. I'm thinking I might just do Adam Simmons as the judge, and that way no inner circle guys can compete. That way we'll get new people as competitors and just let Adam.
That takes out a lot of people that we already know.
Well, we got to recruit. I've already got guys that are ready to sign up. We got Delvin Cox out there waiting in the wind. He thinks he can bring the smoke. Hell, I don't know. We'll see. I love Delvin.
It also takes out a lot of good competitors are saying.
We'll
hey, look, they've already competed. That's the thing. They don't need to come back.
Fair enough.
Maybe if they did great, half of the motherfuckers don't even podcast anymore, so fuck them.
Yeah, and now
some
here's the
people
thing.
might say that about us.
Well, we're back.
True.
We've been back for 6 weeks.
I am happy to see you guys back.
We have been back for 6 weeks.
We are happy to be back. It's just...
I told Jody, though,
crazy.
I know it's going to upset some people.
We got a puppy, Jody.
I'm on the fence about, I think I want to bring Dave back if he will come back. And let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
I would love to have Dave back. Do you, Dave?
I'm all for
Dave,
it. That's
Dave
my ride or
came
die.
out.
You know who we need to have on there? Blunt Mommy.
Come on.
She doesn't do podcasting anymore.
No.
So just let her fucking come on her drunk ass self.
Dude, do you know what John Buchanan would do if Blunt Mommy
Is John Buchanan going to be on every episode?
No, but he'll still be in the chats
love you,
and
John
talk
Buchanan.
about it.
Oh, it's even
Of course
better.
he
Then
would.
you could just sit there and be mad.
Of course he would be.
Dude,
but
let
I'm
me
saying,
tell you.
just let her come on. She wasn't on the last one.
Yeah.
She's due.
Well, see, that's what's fun about John. I would just say put John against Amanda. I'd show up for that.
Oh, God, yes.
I'll be the
That would
fucking.
be
I'll be
just-
the
Great idea.
middleman in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you will take so much shrapnel, but it would be so good.
I can't win. I can't lose either.
No, hell no. You can't lose either. Absolutely. For those that don't know what we're talking about, you'll
Yeah,
see.
it's the whole
Listen, this is
circle.
going to
Let's just
happen
go back.
soon.
Yeah.
We'll be putting out podcasts of the round table.
we would have a mute button.
You're going to be running that.
If it
That's
gets
your job.
If it gets too much over talky.
Oh, you have full reign on the muty tits. So
Yeah.
Hey, can I make a suggestion, guys? If you are for real getting ready to line this up, I think you should reissue that. Like, because that's the deal, dude. Like, I know my episode never made it, and I don't know if that was because the production at the time wasn't too fond of it or what. I don't think it ever got ripped from the Facebook audio. Like, it's the only copy. So that episode with Dave is only alive on Facebook. Like, nobody else has ever heard it.
yeah, we need to release that. We can pull it. We can pull it.
Babe, we'd have to pull it from Facebook.
Yeah,
I don't
you just
have
got
any
to
of
rip
the
it
audio.
straight from Facebook,
Yeah.
and that's what sucks. And that's because it was what it was. But I'm saying that whole series should be lined up. That'd be cool, and then you can actually get to hear them all in order.
Yeah, and it's worth releasing because I told you privately in a chat, Jody, I've listened to that show now probably 4 times in my car.
I stand by it.
And it's been funnier to me every time I've listened. This is no bullshit. I'm not bringing any smoke.
Okay.
The first time we listen, all you got to do is watch the Facebook video.
I'm saying watch the video. The
and
video
look-
is better.
Well, the
at
video
me
is
and Chris
rough if you don't
Wadsky.
have context, and that's what was my point is listen to it
Yes.
first and then watch it. Because
Okay, I think the video is great because Chris's face the whole
And
time to
mine.
me was killing
Yeah,
me.
for sure.
It made me hard to keep a straight face, like because I was looking at Watsky's face and I was like, oh God. Oh God.
little
Like,
secret
I was
at the time,
dying.
if you guys remember, I had terrible internet connections and I was probably on my phone, but if you could have seen my face at the time, it would have been something.
you were no video.
It would have been something
Yeah.
like this.
Dude, I've never been more.
I was wondering what your face was like if you were like head on your desk, like, oh.
I've never been more conflicted. Let me tell you the breaking moment, and then we'll move on from this because I don't want to bore.
Oh, yeah, I
everybody,
got plenty
but
of other shit to talk about.
There was a breaking point for me where I was all in, and then Dave did the the weird lady voice and started coming on to Uncle Randy.
It was so fucking good.
And then Randall was like, I'm out.
At first I was like, I'm trying to stay with this. And then Dave, in his genius and his craziness that I'll give him, he was all in, bro. And I got to respect that, right? Like, that's one thing I've learned. It took a little time. I got to step back and appreciate anyone that will commit, because that's hard,
Randall.
Right? Like, I do it as Uncle Randy. It's not easy.
Randall, if you're willing to hear the word butt pussy and not fucking at least crack a smile, like, you're dead inside. I don't know if there's anything funny about you.
I know, butt pussy. I don't. If you throw that
Uncle
into
Randy,
a sentence,
something, Uncle my butt pussy. Like, that's what he said. Like,
I think I was like, what?
Yeah, that's so fucking funny, man.
Well, that was my breaking moment where I had a choice to go one or two ways, and I went the way of like, Jesus Christ, are you not looking at my face? Do you not care enough to see that I'm saying like abort, and no one aborted?
And Watsky was like full catfish face the whole time, like
against all odds. We stuck to the goddamn mission.
Y'all sure did.
Kept on trucking.
And I'm going to cheers the two of you for sticking to it, because I wouldn't have the balls. Like, y'all were going to either sink or swim, and depending on how you interpret comedy, that's your choice. I've listened to it. It's gotten better every time I've listened, so here's to you.
Did you see Robert Owen's comment that you should have Brandon or Muddy come in?
I think Jodie B would agree that Dr. Muddington would be great.
Muddy for sure.
Yeah, Muddy's good.
I think Brandon might be a
Brandon and Jodie B would be a very similar. They both have like deep-seated problems.
But we can't. Brandon's a touchy one though.
Oh
yeah, he's tough. That's
you can't reveal his identity,
and he doesn't have the audio capabilities.
And so I think Muddy would be for sure. Brandon, I think, is a psychopath, and for sure,
and a genius.
Exactly
at the same time, which is exactly what Jodie B is. If I had to compare
dearly.
Two friends,
yes,
Jodie B is closest to Brandon Palmer.
Yes, Randall.
Yes. I'm telling my friends that are listening, Jodie B would be very similar to the Brandon Palmer, or the Brandon.
There it is.
Dr. Fuck.
That's what she was getting at, Randall.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Uncle Randy.
That's what I'm saying. Now, all right. So now, next thing, I had to get to a couple of these. I had a couple of listener questions submitted that I wanted to have Jodie B here to chime in
really
with
pee.
you.
Hey, go pee.
Why don't you go ahead? I'll let Jodie start.
Yeah, we can yak for a minute, Brooke.
Yeah, this is a great question for you, Jodie. I'll start with me and you, and we'll let Brooke chime in when she gets back.
Okay.
All right, so this is a young man, so we got to be careful.
How young? Teenage?
He's a high school junior.
Okay.
And these are the questions Uncle Randy gets, sons. Hell, these young men, they need a mentor. I get it. Uncle Randy's the right one, sons. I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to help you. I'm not going to steer you wrong. But he says, Uncle Randy, can I say that I saw your tits if I didn't see the nipples? That's a great fucking question, actually. If you break it down,
no.
I want to know your answer. If you don't see the nipples, did you see the tits?
No.
Yes or no?
It's 100% no.
I agree.
Yeah, the nipple is essential.
The titties, son.
Listen, it's not my rule, it's the FCC's rule. Because on TV and magazines and all kinds of stuff and all the mechanics and the hot rods and pictures and chicks with their fucking, just their fingers covering their little titties like this here. If they can put that on a magazine or a poster and I didn't see those tits and those aren't tits because tits are illegal on print, I guess they're not tits then, are they?
No. And you know my rule, young men. Uncle Randy has said this. Don't be the guy that tells all your buddies if you see some titties. When you're in high school,
yeah, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell anybody about the titties. Gentlemen never tell, dude. You tell people later.
Your talk with Griffin.
When you're like 30, you'll get a podcast, and then you'll tell your other grown friends about the kind of stuff you did.
When you're young, the guys that really slay keep that shit to themselves. Because if a girl's nice enough to show you her boobs in high school, don't blab about it if you want to see them again.
100%. Shut your fucking mouth. Don't tell nobody about them titties.
Yes.
Hey, Randall, I bet she'll agree. I'm going to put like money on it right now. 100% she agrees.
Yeah. So I agree. I think she will. So here's the question. The young man, he's a junior, asked this question.
Mm-hmm. Junior in high school.
Can he say that he saw a girl's boobs if he didn't see her nipples? Yes or no?
No, that's just skin.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
It's all cleavage other than nipples.
That's just skin with fat underneath it. If you didn't see nipples, you didn't see titties.
A whole lot
of
fat.
Only tell the janitor about the tits. What?
Yes, Breakfast Club.
Oh.
The janitor, son.
What?
So always tell the janitor. That way, if you got to get it out, at least don't tell your buddies. The problem where young men make mistakes is they start this bullshit. And everybody knows if you've been in a locker room, 90% of the shit's bullshit. But you tell your buddies that you banged her or you saw her boobs. It gets back to her friends. You never see the boobs again, son. You're killing yourself.
Or on like road trip. I boinked her.
Look, guys, if you're fortunate enough to be a teenager who's not fucked in the head and some teacher decides to carefully give you some pussy, if you're listening to this show right now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your phone. I want you to put it in the toilet in the back part. And just let it just bloop right in the back and let it sit there and leave it there. You don't need a phone right now. You can experience everything in life you need with a flip phone. You'll be fine. When that's over, you move on. But get rid of that phone if you're going to be fucking around with older chicks, especially if they're your teachers and they happen to be hot and nasty and want to do bad things to you.
Everybody goes to jail.
Oh, man. I had a couple back in my day, dude. Woo.
Jody, that's assault. I don't agree with the adults you hung out with
it
when
might
you were
have been
a teenager.
Well, I've got some stories about that too, but I'm just saying, that's.
I know.
All right.
And I have problems with those adults.
Okay. So I want to go to this question.
Yes.
This is interesting. This question was
Natty Light.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's Saturday.
You'll drink like 6 or 7 of them bitches before you go.
Dangerous.
And the thing is, it's less alcohol, so you're not as drunk as you were before. See?
Okay. So this question is actually sent to Brooke, but I'm going to ask us all. I will let her chime in first, though, since she was in the pisser during the last one. Brooke, am I wrong for asking my future husband not to have a bachelor party?
I don't. Does he even want one? I don't know. I mean, if he really wants one, then yes, you're wrong. I don't know what. I feel like that's issues with your relationship of like some trust issues that if you're asking him to not have a bachelor party, that is already telling me
she's setting the tone. Right?
Yes, it's already telling me that you don't trust him and that's setting the tone for your relationship as like, I got your fucking dick and balls in my purse already. So, because honestly, like I wouldn't have given a fuck if you wanted. You did actually go do like a bachelor party when I was pregnant.
Yeah, when we went to Tampa.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, come on. Oh, we have it.
But I have no like. The thing is, you got to know your partner, right? Like deep in your soul, and so does everyone that knows Uncle Randy. Uncle Randy's not a guy that likes like to go and pay for a boner at a dance. Like that's not my thing, right? Like that's just not. I get that a lot of guys love it. That's just not my thing. But as far as this goes, I'm going to flip the script and then I'm going to let Jodie B chime in.
We can get
Why is a woman asking this? The one that's crazy that gets out of hand are the bachelorette parties, sons, where they're out sucking dicks. Goddamn, dudes are going to go out, get a little paid for boner. Oh, cool. Everybody gets drunk. Girls are going to go and they're all going to suck somebody off, son. Am I wrong, Jodie B? You tell me.
We're reconnecting.
Oh, we lost him?
Yeah. I'm with you, babe.
Are you there, Jodie?
No, I'll tell you. I'm with you, though. I think that bachelorette parties are crazy.
They scare me.
Jody's just over here flossing whenever that. I feel like it's Jody's internet sabotaging us.
I don't know. Are you there, Jodie?
He's there now.
Jodie, are you back?
Oh wait, no.
Okay, so did you hear my question, Jodie?
See, the funny thing is they have no idea how nice it is to not be the person with the shitty internet for once, because that was always my thing. I got full blown camera. I'm doing great. You forgot to pay your phone bill. Now you're going to go to jail.
Oh, dude, I'm on your team. Yeah. But I do want to hear. All right, so is Jodie back?
No, we're still spinning.
We're going to get to the bottom of this because I have a good fucking answer for this. I need some more information about the bachelor party stuff. What sucks is I don't even know if they'll use this. I'm recording it because I'm not a dipshit. I know better than to stop the shit. So just keep moving. Bachelor parties, that's a tough subject. I didn't even get one. So that's kind of where I'm on the fence. I didn't get one because I know me. And me is no good at a bachelor party. Especially with the friends of the company that I keep. Them shits would have got me into trouble. So I refuse.
Just do a goog, son. Women are nasty animals. They get filthy. These bachelorette parties, they go too far, son. So I don't know why it's a woman writing in.
I don't even know if you guys can still hear me. I'm just going to keep talking.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Make it hard for Brooke to have to edit. She's going to have to go back and cut all this shit out. That's just the best part.
So what did you last hear, Jody?
Walking around like she's got his nuts in her purse.
Oh, that's a long
good.
time.
Perfect. You missed this. I chimed in and I want to know what you think.
Yep.
I don't understand why this is a woman writing in. The bachelorette parties are the fucking dangerous ones. That's where everybody's sucking dongs, and those are the threats.
I completely disagree. But go on. Keep going. I've got some input on
Randall's
that, too.
Clearly never been to a good bachelor party, is what you're saying?
Well, that's what I was going to say. This is a whole thing. Randall, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is... So, look, what I was saying, like, I didn't have a bachelor party. And that's because I know me. I don't need a bachelor party because I got all my demons out. And the thing is I'm very susceptible. So I don't need that kind of an influence in my life. I can just get drunk with my friends whenever. Sure. But a bachelor party, it represents like debauchery on another level. So the thing is, like, if you want your dude to have a bachelor party, you're going to be okay with it, then you need to understand he might get his dick sucked. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that?
Or you need to be okay with, like, that kind of shit happening around him. Because honestly, like, I totally was fine with Randall going and having a bachelor party.
And you would have never said, you would have never been the one to say no.
Dude, no, because I totally trust you. If there's
your man should be
okay
enough in your relationship to where you can trust him not to have sex with another woman. But what I'm telling you is
no, you're not getting your dick sucked.
He might get his dick sucked. And if you're okay with that, then let him have a bachelor party. Because that's really, at the end of the day, the worst thing that's going to happen is his buddy's going to slip some hooker $100 and she's going to try to fucking blow him.
That's true.
A lot of dudes aren't going to say, don't suck my cock.
Well, but I can't believe you're disagreeing with me, Jody, and saying that women's bachelorette parties aren't filthy orgies.
Randall, shut up. It's not the person that's getting married. You know, chicks are a lot like those dudes. Half of them are gay, and they come in and they helicopter their dicks around. Like, it's not like a party where they're like, they might get funny and dong, wiggle a couple dicks, but it's not like on pornos where there's just 8 chicks lined up blowing a guy down the aisle. Bop, 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 bop. Like, that doesn't happen.
I guarantee you, though, they all get slapped with the dick at some point, right in the cheek.
But getting slapped with a dick is way different than fucking gargling cock at a fucking, like, a chick party. That's never happened once.
All right.
Maybe not here. Not in Alabama. Maybe that happens in California, Randall, where there's hot people. But you're not going to, like, an 8-person bachelorette party with your fat friends and your aunt and having some chocolate daddy come in and just slap his dick across all their faces. Like, that's not going to happen. But if you put 6 dudes and his friends in a room and there's some cocaine and hookers, somebody might get their dick sucked. That's all I'm trying to say.
Jody B speaks the truth.
He does. I just know that
the cocaine makes me know that he knows. Adding the cocaine that nobody was going to say is the true way that you know Jody B knows.
What's a bachelor party without some cocaine?
That should be a slogan. You should put that on a T-shirt. That's my response officially to that. It says, "What's a bachelor party without cocaine?" And that's my response to you, lady.
That's the answer right there.
All right. So here's an interesting question. I want to start with Jody B on this one. So, hey guys, I was wondering what your thoughts are on this. Can I trust my best friend around my husband when this is the same best friend that took a boyfriend away from me 6 years ago?
Hell no.
How old did they include age?
No, there's no age.
See, that's unfortunate because if it's like older, I'd be questioning. Like,
if it's over 18, you're fired to me. If a girl or a dude breaks the friend rule and takes your chick after the age of 18, you never trust them. You never fuck with them again, in my opinion, if they break the bro or sister code.
I never banged like my buddy's girlfriend when they were dating, if that counts.
Well, but I'm talking about she says that this friend took her boyfriend away.
Yeah, but that's my question. Is it like a high school boyfriend, a college boyfriend? Like, I don't even know how old they are. That would greatly impact my decision on this, to be honest with you. But
all right, so let's say they were 20 when
is your friend a whore? Like, that's, I guess, the best question I could give you is like, do you think your friend would fuck your chick or your dude or whatever? Because if so,
I
then
feel
maybe
like the answer is yes.
Is your guy hot and is your friend a whore? Because maybe.
I feel like that's what she's getting at.
No. Why do you got to leave them alone? Like, what would they be alone doing? Like, I'm not saying be up his ass, but like, y'all can hang out at the house. He's not gonna slip away into a closet to fuck your best friend or whatever. Like, just don't let him go to the movies together or something. That's weird.
Yeah, that is very strange.
Randall,
and I do agree with that. If your gut feel, like, I'm all about gut feelings, right? Like, I think your gut is usually right. I don't know how you two feel. But
are you kidding me? All the true crime shit I watch? Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me talk about this. Hold on. Now, this is an interesting topic. Let's mix this up a little bit, Randall.
All right, go for it. Let's hear it.
So let's say, Brooke, you got a friend. Tell me your best. Who's your BFF? No, don't say her name. Just give me Kathy. That's your sister. No,
I mean, I don't really.
Let's say Jenny. Jenny's your first. You've been friends a long time. That's your BFF. Randall knows her. They're quaint, but not cuddly or anything like that. Like you can leave them alone in a room. Now, what if you walked in a room one day and your friend Jenny had her fingers across her nipples like this and was showing her titties to Randall? But here's the thing: that's not all the titties. Remember, because we talked about this.
I don't know what.
Yeah, that's not
what
tits.
But it's not the tits.
Technically.
So what I'm saying is if you walked in on that, you were like, she's just dead right then. Would you stab her in the face?
She dies.
I don't think you fucking know me, Jody.
Jody knows you. He's baiting
So you're not even.
He knows.
So you're not even waiting for an explanation. You're not going to listen because you trust her and everything.
Bitch gets dragged out by her hair and beat to death.
She's beaten to death with her arms.
Okay, well, I guess.
And it's an ugly crime scene.
Randall.
And Brooke's going to go to prison for life.
Randall,
and nobody that is.
If Jenny ever comes by and even attempts to take her shirt off, you need to kick that bitch in the face to save her own life. Okay.
Yes.
I think it'll be legal.
I agree.
If she. It would have to, and if anybody was good enough friends with me, they would know.
Yeah, don't be pulling almost your tits out.
Yeah, don't even come close to pulling a side tit out in front of my husband.
Yeah. You will wear a smock
purpose.
and a full ankle length fucking dress around my husband, you whore.
If it is with the intention,
denim, it better be all denim too.
No. I'm saying like we go to the pool and shit in bathing suits around friends. But if it's like you come over and your intention is to show my husband your
you just walked in on it. I'm not
skin.
saying like it's in a bedroom. That's too intimate. Let's say it's the garage. Let's say your friend Jenny just walked over and you walk out to the garage and Randall's standing there fucking sharpening a machete or whatever the fuck he does in his spare time. And then you happen to walk out. He's sitting at a bench looking over his shoulder and your friend Jenny's standing there covering her nipples but showing her tits like in some form or fashion. She's over.
Here's what's going to happen, Jody. Brooke's going to run over. She's going to kick me in the nuts, take the knife from me that I'm sharpening, and cut her head off.
That's true. So I guess it does count as tits. We need to go back to the very first question. And we need to let
it doesn't
let him know.
count as tits.
It counts as tits.
But it doesn't count as tits, but that is way too sexual. If you come over just covering your nipples, you got... you want to die.
That's a great turn, Jody. Here's Jodie B already practicing for Podcasts of the Roundtable. Because what he just did is he flipped your answer on you and made you realize that the nipples aren't all tits. Like you can be tits without nipples because you'll cut heads off.
Situational. Yeah.
That's the better answer. Then you should have said it's situational.
You're right.
I like it better. That's better than sight unseen. I want nipples on tits. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, I would never. Hey, it's not even hard for me. If the nipples aren't shown, they're not tits. They're nothing but pectorials to me. If there's no, because the nipple to me makes the tits. Correct. Because if your nipples are ugly, I don't even want to see your tits.
Well, that's like strip clubs here. We have those like evangelical fucking strip clubs here, I guess, where they got to cover up their nipples, and it's like, why even go? I went to a strip club in St. Louis where they put their pussies in your face. Like,
Atlanta, they got full puss.
I could never go to just a teeny bopper fucking strip club again. Like, that's crazy.
No, here in Atlanta, they'll fart in your face. Butt, ass, anus on your nose for a good tip.
Is that where you going to have that at a bachelor party? Are you okay with some stripper farting in your dude's fucking mouth? Huh?
No, she'd still die. That's the crazy thing.
Strippers, we've been to strip clubs, though.
No, but I'm not a guy that gets lap dances.
I know my husband. Yeah.
I wish I could be cool and tell y'all that I'm the guy.
No, you don't.
I know, but I'm just saying it's more. Yeah, it's not a knock on me to be tough.
I bet you don't hate it. Muscles.
No,
shut up.
I do hate it. I don't like the smell of other people's spit or slobber.
I will say this.
And to me, strippers smell like other people's spit.
You do attract a crowd, though. So that's the thing is maybe you do get a little too much attention to the point that it's annoying at this point. But yeah, like you probably didn't hate it 15 years ago, you fuck. It's just now you've aged into it.
And he also
I don't want to murder. Yes, I don't want to murder on our name.
He loves his wife enough to not want me to be sent away to prison forever. And Stacy, I love you forever. She'll bury a body for me. So
yeah, it might be Jenny. Keep Jenny away from Randall with her nipples.
I have a couple of friends, that I think would help bury Jenny for me.
All right, this is a great question.
Hypothetical Jenny.
This is a great question.
Never
I want to ask this one, babe. I'm going to let you go first. Mm-hmm. And I'm just interested because of your take on this. All right, I'm jealous of my fiance because he is very social. People consider him charming. And they tend to love him. I'm more guarded and shy.
Okay.
Is it right to be jealous? That's an interesting question.
Well, it sounds like our relationship.
Well, no, but it's also kind of in reverse. Like what people don't realize about us, and I just said I'm going to let you go first, and now I'm going first. So I'm going to shut up and let you go.
Yeah, you're just laying the groundwork. It's fine, Daddy. Come on.
Yeah, you go first, baby.
Okay. I was just going to say that sounds a lot like our relationship, even though I'm not like a necessarily... Always, people that know me don't think I'm guarded, but like when you first meet me in person, especially, you're the more like outgoing and whatever. But I love that because then we make more friends. So,
well, I'm going to flip that on its ear, and then I'm going to let Jodie chime in as an outsider of our relationship.
No, I just think that person is insecure in their relationship.
Well, most people don't realize. I'm going to give it to you straight, sons. That's what Uncle Randy does, sons. All right? I give it to you straight. Come on, dude. God damn, it's the only way.
Oh, God. Give it.
Brooke is actually the more of a social butterfly of our relationship. People may not see that. Mm-hmm. I'm way more weird. Like if I don't like you, it's way harder for me to pretend. Yeah. She can melt into any group on planet Earth. You can dress Brooke up with the elites. Or you can trashy her down to the redneckiest trash people that I love on earth.
Hell yeah.
And she's going to get along with every one of them.
Brooke is my kind of people.
I'm more like, dude, if the vibe's not right, you'll feel it from me where you won't from her. So I disagree with you, babe. That's my point.
You do get super awkward. The second you don't like somebody, you're like,
yeah, this is weird. I can't fake it. Like it's weird. I can't fake it.
I need to go be at home.
I don't know, man. Like, I think with any relationship, it's about that balance. You kind of need to level each other out. And I find the dynamic of you two with you being like the big muscle-bound dickhead, but her also being the silent assassin mastermind. Like, that's a pretty good fucking racket, man. I dig it. Yeah, I have that same skill. Like, I'm a chameleon too. And that's what's great is it's just over years of wanting... I guess of being ignored, you learn how to get people's attention. So like Randall, you're more of a spectacle guy. Brooke is more of a intel person.
Yeah, but she could sit with any group and they would not know that she is an outsider.
Yeah,
like she could
Jodie,
literally
what I'm saying is like, let's say we walk into a party.
Right,
Randall will walk up to the punch bowl and start doing shit and like getting people to gather around him. Meanwhile, Brooke is going around getting the intel. So at the end of the night, like you both did your shit, but it's like Randall makes people come to you. Brooke is the person who's like willing to just get in there and fucking dig around, right?
That is spot fucking on. Yeah. And that's like just the core of our personality because Randall's always like the like center of attention kind of person.
He's the distraction. Oof.
Yes.
Protect
and
your
I'm the
neck,
one that
motherfucker.
Like I'll just go in and like one-on-one like, hey, you. And because for the most of my life, I've been very insecure and very like Jodie said, ignored.
Sure.
And trying to just be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like,
I know how to get attention. And now at this point in my life, I try to figure out the best way to get the attention that I want versus just whatever I can get.
Exactly.
Now, let me tell you what will also happen at the end of the night. At the end of the night,
if I'm shit-faced, everybody.
We'll be recapping the night, and I'll be like, all right,
I don't like Greg. Fuck
out
Greg.
of the 10 people out of the 10 people we met, I like 2 of them. Where Brooke will be like, I like 9 of them.
Yeah.
Because she's just more,
I'd love to be a fly
open,
on the wall
diverse.
for those conversations because I feel like, Randall, you're a lot like me with my wife. Like, at this point, we've been together so long, she's never surprised by the shit that falls out of my face.
Yes.
And we'll be talking about somebody, and she'll be like, well, he seemed like a nice guy. He probably touches children. You don't know. He's got like 5 kids tied up in the basement right now. And she's like, don't fucking say that. And I'm like, fuck him. He showed up. He brought fucking whatever the thing is, potato salad with fucking whole olives in it. Like, fuck him.
Yes.
And his stupid shit. And I hope he burns in a house fire. And she's like, you got to stop. And I'm like, I'm just saying.
100%. If you bring some fucking deviled eggs to an Uncle Randy party with honey mustard in them instead of yellow mustard, you're fired, son.
We're going to be here all day, Randall. Just don't even start me on deviled eggs. Pick something else.
Don't do it. Oh,
all right,
my God.
We got one more
bastard.
question.
Oh, my God. One more question, then we got to go.
Yeah,
baby.
we got one more question.
Yeah.
All right. So, hang on. I actually got
this
a bunch.
This is so fun, though. I'm glad you came, Jody.
Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys. It's fun.
I don't know. Do we want to get serious? Because I've got a serious question from a lady that I actually feel bad for her. Or do we want to kind of clown on people?
Look, if you let me have the serious one real quick, I'll field it, and then you guys can do the funny one. How about that?
Okay. All right. This is perfect for you.
Okay.
All right. So, hey, guys, I have a question. It's kind of a Debbie Downer. I feel like I have an icy black heart. What can I do to make myself feel again? I'm no longer in love with my husband. That is that hurts right there, son. That's real life.
I would assess the situation. Is it you're not in love with your husband or you just don't feel love anymore? Because that's 2 very different things. And it doesn't matter if you don't love your husband. If you don't feel anymore, you can put anybody you want in there until you figure that shit out. You're never going to be happy, to be completely honest with you, lady. Or sir. It could be a guy. I don't know, but I'm assuming lady.
No, it's a lady.
Yeah.
It might be a dude. The shit ain't like what it used to be, They fucking...
Well, no, but I want to give people the fair explanation. Like, Jodie B is perfect for answering this question, actually, because I would actually ask Jodie this if we were doing like a formal interview. Jodie's been through a lot of shit with his family and his past. He can divulge whatever he wants. I'm not going to do that. But so I could imagine you almost answering this question. You kind of have the better place to answer this. So if somebody feels like whether they've been hurt before or neglected and they can't feel anything anymore, is it even possible to feel again?
You can get there. I used to not feel feelings. My wife helped, and then my kid definitely helped. And that is one thing. I don't say you should have kids to save for all that shit, but if you can find somebody you can be happy with in between the times that you bang, and that's as simple as I can put it. I want you to also
put that on a shirt.
So, no. Somebody else said this, so I want to give them credit. I believe it was Vegeta on another show. Shout out. You're basically entertaining yourself in between the times that you bang. So you need to find somebody that you can be kosher with and happy and have a good time and have a conversation with, but also bang. That's it. And then from that, you'll start to develop feelings for a person. And then one day you'll have a kid, hopefully, and they'll put that little baby in your hands and there will be a feeling that will shoot through you. And it's funny because like a lot of people, they say, oh, this, that, and the other, is that when they put a baby in your hands, it makes you cry. It's like a button inside the man. It's when you put both your palms together and something touches, like right here, you fucking immediately start crying like a 5-year-old that just shit his pants on a playground. Sometimes you have to have like those kind of moments to learn to feel emotions again. And if you want them, find people that you can do that with, lady, sir.
Yeah, no, that's a good answer. That's totally fair.
If you're married to a person you don't feel that, you're already done. You're already dead in the fucking water.
That's where I was going to go.
If you're married to a person and every time you look at them, you're not thinking about the next time you can get them.
Try again.
then you need
Nothing
to try
wrong
again.
with silver, son.
This is one of those things, like on what?
What
no.
happened?
What happened? Blah blah. No, I was.
Oh no,
okay.
we're waiting on you. What were you saying?
I thought you froze. I was like, God damn it, Jody.
No. I was saying you're basically in between that time. Like you can reset anytime you want. You just got to hit the button. Don't be a bitch. Like, and don't be an asshole if you sit there and wait too long to do it. Just reset. Start over. Go get another one and find somebody that makes you feel feelings. That's the best advice I can give you, man.
Look, even when Randall is pissing me off, I could be so annoyed with him, but if he's look, it happens. But
okay, it happens.
The best part about it is if I'm looking at you, I'm like, but if I'm looking at you, I'm like, I still want him to be naked.
Yes,
I'm mad at you and I'm so annoyed. But look at that fucking ass and look at those calf muscles in those pants.
Oh,
I can't
Brooke,
stand it.
Does he have a good butt? Randall's got a good butt.
He does. He's got an adorable butt.
Like for a dude, like does he
calves.
have like a muscly butt? Because look, I'm a heterosexual man. I'm here to tell you, my butt sucks. I got a floppy old frog butt, man. It's terrible.
My butt is completely, I'm going to be honest, it's completely serviceable.
That's it.
It does the job. It's not like surprising. She doesn't. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. You gotta have ass in your family. That's really what I found is the key. I think ass is the key to a happy marriage on both sides.
At least one of you.
Yeah, no, Brooke is an ass lady. She's got junk for days, and then I'm an ass man, so that works.
Yours is
mine
wonderful.
is serviceable. It's not like a rump. Like I'm totally heterosexual too. I'm known to. Well, I don't tell. I'll be like, that dude's got a nice rump.
I know.
Oh,
He's got a nice dumper.
We have conversed
got a bubble
on
butt.
it.
Yeah. I've seen dudes that fucking do work, whatever that is. Is it my fault that most of them happen to be brown or African American?
No, that is true. They got a dumper.
I love it. I wish I had that. I don't. I got a sad old Hank Hill flat man butt, and it's fucking annoying as shit.
Randall's looks good in a pair of jeans. I saw him, but his calf muscles are.
That's where the rest of my ass went.
I gotta start doing some
into
squats.
My calves.
That's what it is. It just fell down your legs and into your fucking calves.
Into my calves.
It's unfair. There are some times where he puts on jeans and he's like, they're too tight on my calves. And I'm like, yes.
Yes, they are.
See, I guess that's what it's all at, guys. Gotta work on the masses.
Here's the last question I wanted to ask, just because I like this guy because he sounds like Uncle Randy.
God damn.
Did you write yourself a question?
No.
Did Randall Fowler write Uncle Randy a question?
This is the funniest part. I could totally have written. I should have written this question.
Okay.
I will probably write this to another person's show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Randy, I'm a people magnet just like you.
Okay.
Men and women want me because of my looks and my money. But how do I know who really likes me?
There's where I know you're not right. That you didn't do it.
So first, I'll start by saying, sir, congratulations on your confidence level.
Tip of the hat.
Bless you.
Way to believe in yourself.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you think, babe? How does he know who wants him for him if he's a charming, handsome bastard with money? He's never going to know, right?
He needs to take himself down a notch.
There you go.
For sure. And I don't know. Like that, I've never been in that situation, so I have no perspective on that.
Let me tell you, the answer is, since this is a guy, you'll never know, son.
Never know.
The internet again.
Oh my God, I can still hear you though, Jody.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we're getting spinny circles on our. I swear, StreamYard just doesn't like us to be on here. This long.
Anyway, my answer as a guy, sir, you'll never know. She could always be with you for the money. If you got money, that's the equalizer, son. Have you not seen Coming to America? There's a blueprint if you want to know if she really wants you.
Yeah.
You gotta the money.
You got to dupe her into thinking you're poor.
And see if she still sticks around, son. Or go poor together and then see if she stays. Like, you'll see then.
You should really know somebody when you're poor. That's the best way, man. Because being
Absolutely.
rich, I would only tell you that 95, and I hate to be that guy. I really fucking hate to be that guy.
It's true, though.
They say money can't buy happiness, but it makes it a lot easier.
Sure,
if you've got a lot of money,
100%.
People are going to try to fucking get in there, and they'll deal with you in whatever your fucking weird, ticks and habits and bullshit, whatever, for 20 years until they take half your money and a divorce and whatever the fucking all that. But we don't talk about that. We're talking about knowing right now. I don't think
he'll ever know.
Introduce him to your mom. Let him talk to your mom and see what your mom thinks, because your mom knows you better than any fucking body. You know,
dude. Let me tell you,
best I got.
To your point, if you want to see who your partner is, go through financial troubles. Brooke and I have been from flat out.
I don't think they got none of that.
Flat out, ass out, broke when we got together. Both coming out of divorces.
You had money when we first started dating, and then we went into.
We have been flat out, ass broke together, and it was honestly some of the best times we've ever had. I actually look back on that time and like, shit, life was easier then, because you do get more money, you get more products. Real shit. Puff Daddy, that's the only thing you ever said that's true, sons. More money, more problems. If she sticks with you when you're broke, that's a winner, son.
Mm-hmm. We're reconnecting.
We're going to say before we go, I'm glad we got you back. Pitch all the socials, tell them where they can find you, and then we'll be putting out a podcast of the Roundtable. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there.
Oh, Randall.
Within the next month.
Hurry, because our internet's already wanting to.
Jody, tell them where they can find you, brother. All right. Let me say, this is working out. All right. I'm pulling it up right now.
It's PoBoys Podcast.
At PoBoy Pod on Twitter.
There we go. And that's it. He doesn't have Facebook. No, he doesn't have Instagram.
He doesn't fuck around with any of the bullshit, sons.
There's no...
Jodie B is on Twitter.
He fucks around with the wild, wild west of Twitter.
He is a powerful Twitter player. Yeah, at PoBoy Pod. Check him out. His show is on all the platforms. You can find him. His shit's good, sons. It's really good.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to bounce.
Happening. Hi, Jody. Okay, now we're going to say bye, because...
yeah, we're going to try to get you to shout out your socials before we lose you again.
No, but it's going to...
Hey, it's okay, guys. The worst case, I can drop it in a post thing. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it's so late.
Dude, this has been a pleasure as always. And I don't know if you heard me, but we will be putting out the first podcast of the Roundtable within the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You heard it from Uncle Randy.
Sure.
I'm free most weeknights, guys. So you just let me know, and I will show up and cause chaos, because that's what I love. So,
all right, brother.
fucking hit up the socials, Google search PoBoys Podcast. You can go to www.biobidet.com. Use promo code PoBoys. You get 10% off a BioBidet product. Don't use promo code MarriedAF. Use promo code PoBoys. That's the good code.
I'm okay with you using
That's the one that pops up.
He is the toilet master.
Slang some toilets over there.
Hey, man, you got to say it a bunch. That's how people hear it, and that's when people buy stuff. I'm hoping for another toilet paper fucking crisis. I'm wondering if maybe...
Me too. Me too. That's our only dollars we've ever made in podcasting was at the beginning of quarantine.
We sure did, son.
It's been absolutely crazy. So shit. Shout out. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the
All right, brother. We'll see you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, later, dog. See ya.